Well, we're in DaytonHamvention. It's nice to meet up with a friendly face from my side of the pond. Graham from BHI. How you doing?
Not too bad, Martin. How are you?
Well, apart from our interesting trip over yesterday, pretty good. You know, always the same story with us. We always arrive dead late. But great show, I think, over here.
Yes, I've got myself a lovely spot here next to DX Engineering. And yeah, it's going to be a good show. Looking forward to the rest of the day and the weekend.
Right, so I believe you may have a new product you're going to tell me about.
Yes, we have. As you know, we brought out our EQ20 range of parametric equalizers.
Yeah.
That was something that was fed back from amateurs. Namely, the main reason is to improve the listening experience by being able to adjust the specific frequencies to suit your own hearing. So you can boost or cut any frequency within 100 Hertz to 10K by plus or minus 10 dB. So the idea is you've got two inputs. You can have a standard sort of radio input, and the outputs are on a Class D amplifier. So when we first designed it, it was connecting passive speakers up, and that was what we thought everyone would do. But then we've had feedback over the last year that a number of Hamvention people have got their own powered speakers or amplifier, and the problem with the Class D amplifier is that if you ground the outputs, you can blow the amplifier up. So we just brought out a little box called the LLC1, and it's a line level converter. It's got isolation transformers inside and some components, but you connect it to the speaker output, and then it allows you to connect your own powered speakers or amplifier at a line level to your EQ20 range of products. So it's just adding a bit more flexibility to the unit and opening it up to people that have got their own speakers.
Well, that sounds really interesting. And, you know, you've been in this business of sound. Sorry, I'm breaking up your stand. You've been in this business of sorting out sound problems for years, and you're obviously in touch with what the amateur wants. So it sounds really, really interesting.
Yeah, we tend to work with clubs and people, and we have a number of amateurs that we run things by. We get feedback, and as a small British manufacturing company, if someone comes and asks you a question or says, we think you should do this, we look into it. So the latest thing we're doing at the moment is we're looking at
well, I think the boys are busting in, but it's nice to see you. No problem. That's all right.
The boys from Moonraker have just interrupted our interview, but never mind.
We'll rough Moonraker up later.
So what, you know, with the parametric equalization unit, we've had feedback about customers that actually have got hearing issues that's different in each ear. So it's raised a situation that, although with the unit at the moment you can change the frequencies to suit your own hearing, what if your hearing is different in one ear than the other? So it's sort of food for thought. We're going to look at maybe in the future separate parametric equalization for each ear. So we wouldn't have known that if we hadn't had feedback from a customer. And as a small company, it doesn't take long for us to react and bring stuff to market and make improvements. So it's very useful, and we work closely with clubs and amateurs to do that.
Yeah, that's great. And as I say, I'm not getting any younger myself, and I know I got hearing defects. So, you know, as we get older, our hearing does drop off, and certainly being able to do something about it is good news.
Yeah, definitely. It's something that we didn't really shout about on our ParaPro EQ20 range initially, but the fact is it's got a high performance, powerful audio system inside, and with the parametric equalization you can literally move that center frequency to either boost the speech and lift the speech, or if there's a tone or some sort of annoying hiss that's by the speech, you can then attenuate that, and on its own suddenly lifts the speech. So there's like two ways to use the unit, and we're finding out from feedback from customers, you know, it's working well.
Yeah. Well, that sounds great. I believe you've got a new product here today, a new set of headphones,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes, we have. We've got some headphones, and again, this is something we looked at for a year to try and find the right pair. everything we make has a headphone socket, and most radios and transceivers have a headphone socket. But can you find a good quality pair of headphones? No, I mean, there's not a lot around. So I spent about a year, and we found a pair that we branded BHI that have been reviewed by the RSGB in the latest Radcom, and they're really comfortable, and they're long wearing, so you don't get earache. 1995, including VAT. So they're really good value and lightweight and foldable. So yeah, that's the new product we've got out as well.
Well, that sounds good, because half the problem with wearing earphones is if they're not comfortable or they poor quality sound, that just ruins it. So I mean, the amount of work you've done in investigating this, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, we must have had about 10 pairs from 10 different suppliers. And the thing with sort of overseas sourcing is everything goes down the Bluetooth route. So everyone wanted to sell me a Bluetooth headset. And I said, no, I don't want a Bluetooth headset. I want a pair of standard headphones with a wire on that are foldable, that are comfortable. And the one thing that the RSGB review found in Radcom was actually when you put them over your ears, they've got quite a bit of noise elimination on their own. Even though they're not noise cancelling headphones, they do keep quite a lot of the outside noise away when you're listening. So they've got quite a good effect on that. For a low-cost pair of headphones, we're very happy.
Yeah, well, that sounds great. Well, I'm going to hope you have a great show here for the next few days. We caught up with you earlier.
I forgot to mention, they're called the HP1, and they're available from all our sort of standard dealers and on our website.
Yeah, well, you heard it first from Graham here. HP1s, get them from Graham or from dealers throughout the world that deal with BHI products. Graham, I assume we're going to meet up with you in Newark this year, hopefully, and I hope you have a good show there as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, hopefully we might have something else to sort of tell you about in Newark.
Oh, that sounds good. Now, I'm going to warn you, we have Mrs. B with us. Now, don't look too worried. It's Colin's mum. She's coming next time. So it'll be fun, but I promise I won't let her abuse you.
Okay. You'll have to be on your best behaviour then, won't you?
I will, I'm afraid. That's going to blow it for me. But listen, thanks very much for your time, Graham, and have a great show.
Thank you very much, boys, for coming to see me and taking the time to let me talk about our lovely products.
Thank you, Graham.